Hey everyone, it's Pam and welcome back to my makeup channel. Today I'm just going to be having a little fun with some makeup I have gotten recently. Some of it came in my last BoxyCharm delivery and some of it I ordered a while ago and it just came in the mail recently, so I'm excited to try it out. So the first thing I'm going to be using is this Purlisee Perfect Glow BB Cream. This is something that came in my last BoxyCharm. I was a little concerned at first because it's in the color light medium and I really don't think that I'm a medium, but it actually works out pretty well. I did give it a little shot, but I'm just going to try putting this on and see how it looks. I've already got some concealer on and I've got my eyebrows done. So I'm just going to put on this BB cream. It is a fairly sheer one, so that's nice. That's sort of just what I want. You can still see my little freckles on my forehead, even with it on. And yeah, generally it feels pretty nice. I like that it has SPF in it. The last BoxyCharm I got is actually going to be the last one for a little while. Decided to cancel it yet again. And if you don't know what BoxyCharm is, it's a monthly subscription box. For me, I think it's Canadian with shipping, about $40 a box, and you get 5 full-size products in it. Generally, I find it is worthwhile. There's usually one product, like a skincare product, that is worth more than $40 on its own. So even if there's a couple things in the box that I'm not super crazy about, I generally get my money's worth. So I do like that, but it was just getting to the point where I had so many things. Like I have so many cleansers now that I need to work my way through. I have so many mascaras. So I decided again to call it quits. Maybe I will try again next year. So I like this coverage. It's nice and light and I think it looks pretty good on my skin. I'm not totally sure that I would call it glowy. It's called Perfect Glow. It is more on the matte side, I'm finding, but still I generally like it. So last month I decided that I wanted to support some more Black-owned beauty companies. I realized I don't really have that much makeup that is Black-owned and run, although to be totally honest, I don't necessarily know who owns a lot of the makeup companies that I use, like unless someone's name is in the product name. I don't generally know who actually owns them, but I decided to go with Coloured Raine, which has some beautiful eyeshadows that I've heard lots of good things about. So I ended up getting 3 eyeshadow palettes and a lipstick. So I'll just show those to you right now. I was so excited when they came. The first one is the Queen of Hearts palette, which is just beautiful. I really love this outer slip cover. I actually got everything on sale. This was in a bundle with one other palette and a lipstick. But this is the palette. It's beautiful. I love that it's all got a gold background on it rather than your usual sort of black background. It's got just beautiful pinks and purples. I also really like this orange here. That one really stands out. It's a nice blend of mattes and shimmers. And excited to get into this, though this is not the one that I'm going to use for my look today. I just wanted to show it to you. The second one I got is the Beauty Rust palette. This one also has a very cool looking slipcover. And I really like these colors. They're sort of like grungy kind of colors. There's like a purpley and a mustardy yellow and this natural color. There's 5 mattes, and then in the middle there's this shimmer dream, which is a bit of a rose gold kind of color. I actually used this yesterday and I really liked it. The colors were very pigmented. I almost felt, especially with this color here, natural, that it was more intense on my eyes than it actually is in the pan. So they're really good quality. They're really easy to blend with, even like the dark purple in here. It blended out beautifully, which I find is not always the case with dark purples. Those are sort of difficult to make. And then speaking of purple, I couldn't resist getting this. This is the Coloured Raine and Power palette. This was a collaboration with the Stars show, Power, which I actually have watched most of. I think I haven't seen the last 2 or 3 seasons. It's a really good show about sort of a wealthy businessman who has sort of a clean front, but he's actually a drug distributor, and just all of the sort of family drama around that and the business drama. And it's really good. I was watching it with my boyfriend, and then one day, I guess he decided we were watching it too slowly, and he just like powered ahead and watched all of it without me. So I still haven't seen the last season or 2. So this is a very purple palette, and I'm super excited. Look how pretty these colors are. I love them. I love purples, and I don't think I've done a purple look on the channel before, so I'm going to be using this. I'm actually a little intimidated. They're all so bright and intense. I just want to swatch a few things for you. So we've got a few things here. We've got Respect, which is like a purple with a beautiful blue shift. I'm just gonna match it right there. You can see how shiny and beautiful that one is. And then Revenge is also really neat. It's like a pink with a gold flip, but it is not a rose gold. Like, I've got a number of rose golds in my collection, and this is totally different than those. So it's just like super nice and really unique. And then Legacy here is a topper, which is a white, and it looks like it's got both a pink and a purple shift to it. And I'm sure that will look fantastic over other colors. But yeah, they're all just really beautiful. Let me swatch a matte for you. Let's go in with Snitch. Oh my goodness. So intense. And there we go. So excited to use these. Let's get into a look. Alright, so I'm just zoomed in. We're going to start on the eyes. I am wearing primer. I've got the Urban Decay Primer Potion on. And I'm going to start out by going with Deception, which is the lightest matte shade. And I'm going to go all through the crease. I really like this color. It's like a very sort of dusty rose kind of color. It actually reminds me a lot of the Pat McGrath Divine Rose palette, some of the shades in there. Pat McGrath is a makeup line that I would love to be able to support, but the Mothership palettes, which are so beautiful, when you transfer them into Canadian dollars and you add the 13% sales tax, they are almost $200 per palette, which is just more than I am comfortable spending on a single eyeshadow palette. So no Pat McGrath for me for the foreseeable future, unless I, happen to get one for my birthday or Christmas or something like that. Alright, so that went on very nicely. It shows up very well. I'm just going to go do the left eye now. Okay, so we've got the crease on both eyes done. I think that looks really nice. Yeah, the color just shows up so vibrantly. Now I'm going to go in with Betrayal, which is this sort of magenta fuchsia pink here. And I'm going to try to do a bit of a halo eye, so I'm going to go on the outer corner and on the inner corner. Just sort of take a shader brush and sort of pack that on. So after packing it on the corners, I'm also just going to bring it up sort of through the middle of the crease. Alright, so I've just got like a tiny little sort of naked area just in the middle bottom of my lid, which is where we're going to pack on some shimmery shade. Just going to do the left eye first. Alright, so I've got that there. I'm having a hard time deciding if I want Respect or Revenge. I think I have to go on to Respect, this purple with a blue flip. I'm going to wet my shader brush with just a little bit of Smashbox primer water. I just really want that shimmer to be very, very intense in the middle of the eye there. So I'm just going to dip into Respect with my wet brush and pop that right into the center of the lid. I'm mostly just like patting it onto the center here, both sides of the brush. And then from the center, just sort of a little bit more lightly going to either side, just to have a good transition there. Alright, and I'm just going to go in the other eye. Alright, so we've got our shimmer on there. I hope you can see how beautiful and reflective that is. Now I'm going to go in for the under eye, and I'm going to go in with a bit of a darker color as sort of an under eye line. So I'm going to go on with the smudger brush, and I'm going to take Testify here, which is the dark color, the dark purple, and I'm going to smudge it under the lower lash line. I'm probably also going to just try to deepen up the very edge of the upper lid as well as I'm doing that. And then just dabbing it a little bit on the top as well. Just in the very sort of corner along the lash line. Just try to bring it together a little bit. And I'm just going to do the other eye. Alright, that is super pretty. I love these colors. They're so, so, so vibrant. I'm going to go in, I think, with just a little tiny bit of Legacy on the inner corner. Just like really go all out with the sparkle on this look. I'm going to take just this little brush here, very sort of precise, and just going into Legacy a little bit. And just right on the inner corner, just giving it a little bit of sparkle. Oh, it's really nice. And this is definitely a topper color. Like, it also is changing the deception that I have on my crease here into something really nice. Also just taking this a little bit under the eye in the corner. Wow, I think that is absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to clean up a little bit under my eyes. There wasn't much fallout at all, but the darker purple, just got a little bit messier than I wanted it to, so just doing a quick cleanup. Alright, so I kind of want something just to highlight the brow bone here, but I feel like going in with that really bright Legacy might be just a tad too much. So I'm going to take the Queen of Hearts palette and just go in with a tiny bit of crown there. So I still get the highlight and a bit of the shimmer, but it's not quite as intense as the other one. Oh, that's super pretty. Alright, and I want to finish this with some liner. I'm not usually a huge liner user, but I'm going to take a black and liner and just do the waterline. Just going to finish off the eye look with another new product. This I got in the BoxyCharm. This is the Lilly Lashes Triple X Mascara. I've actually never used anything from Lilly Lashes. I don't use fake lashes very much. I probably haven't worn them in like 3 or 4 years, but I'm going to try out this mascara to see how it is. Here's what the applicator looks like, sort of a very standard kind of applicator. Alright, this is actually pretty good. I like this. It makes my lashes look much, much thicker than they actually are. I'm not going to put this on the bottom. I'm just going to go in with my Glossier Lash Slick for the bottom lashes. Alright, so that is a thumbs up as well for the Lilly Lashes mascara. Now, I'm going to do blush. Since the eyes are fairly intense, I'm going to go in with a more natural looking blush, just going in with the BeneTint. This is not new, this is very, very old, but I like it quite a lot. Patting this in on the apples of the cheeks and then just going up the cheekbones as I go. I think I'm even going to wear highlighter today, which is something I don't usually do. This isn't a particularly new thing, but it is something I've never used before. This is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Purple Dream, so it should go with the eyes. Alright, sorry, it took me like 5 minutes to figure out how to open this. I'm just going in with this little highlighter brush and going to go on the tops. Ooh, getting a lot off. Just the tops of my cheekbones here. Oh, this is not too shiny, but it's definitely got a purple tinge to it, so it's quite obvious I'm wearing highlighter. But overall, not too bad. A little shiny, goes nicely with the eyes, I think. And the last thing we have is lips. I got 3 new lip products in the recent past. The first one came in my BoxyCharm. This is a Cab, and it is a lip liner and a lip gloss in the color Charming. I've actually used this before, and I don't love the color on me, and I also don't love that this doe foot is apparently made for giants. Like, look how much product is on that doe foot, and the middle of it is even slightly concave, so there's so much, like there's way too much for a single application on this, so I'm not going to use this one. The other thing I just got is Buxom Full Force Plumping Lipstick. This was actually kind of a silly purchase. I bought my boyfriend a Raptors jersey, and in order to get free shipping, I needed to add something onto the order, so I got this Raptors Red Baller lipstick, which was kind of silly. Like, I really didn't need a $25 lipstick to go along with his jersey, but at least it looks really pretty. Still though, with these eyes, I think that would be a bit too intense for today, so what I'm going to go in with is the Coloured Raine lipstick that I got. This is from the Safari Raine collection. I really wish that the Safari palette had been there when I was making my order, because it is beautiful and it's sold out now. I'm very happy with these ones, but the Safari, just like really, really nice. And this lipstick is kind of cool because it is in a cardboard container rather than your usual plastic or metal one. And this color is May She Rain, and it is just a nice neutral sort of mauvey color. So I'm going to go in with this. Actually really happy with this. When I saw it on the site, it looked very, very pale. And sometimes very pale colors can make me look really washed out and almost corpse-like, so I'm super happy that this is actually darker than I thought it would be on my skin. And there we go. So I'm really happy with this, happy with all of the new makeup I've gotten in the last little bit. This Power palette is just beautiful. It is a limited edition. I believe they still have some left, but it won't be there forever. I love the shimmers so much. They're so pretty. And yeah, Coloured Raine so far has been very, very good. Looking forward to using the other palettes as well. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. If there is any kind of video you'd like to see in the future, any type of eyeshadow look you want to see, or a palette you want me to use, just leave me a comment and let me know. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.